gets back to talking with the client.
While Poe's up there, and I'm drinking my drink, I turn to Naja. And, like, Naja, so I do have a question. Is it true that vampires can't walk out in the sunlight?
Well, for me, DM, like, I can walk up in the sunlight, right?
Yeah, specifically for this world, it's more that vampires tend to have issues in the sunlight. We've sort of bypassed that mechanically, just because it's a fucking hassle. But I would say for you, it's mostly like when it's sunlight out, you're
not the strongest.
Like you're sort of like fully clothed. Like you need to be like you've got like and maybe even like hood up or something.
Okay.
And that works for you.
If I was exposed to sunlight, what would that do?
It would make it like you would feel like weaker. You wouldn't be in pain or like.
Okay. Just not as strong as I was.
Yeah, you would be uncomfortable.
Okay.
It's like, being in a dark room for a long time and then randomly just getting like flashbanged. Would, whereas like it is known that like holy radiant light is something that is more of a vulnerability for many vampires.
What is that?
Like spells, like you saw Lighten cast like a guiding bolt, which does radiant damage, can often mess with many vampires, though for you it has never been an issue.
Okay. I turn towards Lighten. Sorry, what was your question again?
I said, is it true that vampires can't be out during the sunlight or daytime?
Well, it sounds like for me, I can be out there. So I don't know for the rest of the vampires, but me and my family have been able to be out in the sunlight for as long as I can remember.
So you don't know a lot of other vampires?
Not really.
So your mom, who sent that group of people, do you know that guy?
Do I know him?
No, not really.
Yeah. Not a clue.
I just take another sip.
Why do you ask?
I was just curious. Especially if she's gonna be sending more.
About me murdering a maid?
No. I mean, I just murdered a guy who was trying to run away too, so I don't really have room to talk right now.
Alright. Fair enough.
And you said that there's more context to it, so I'll trust you.
Thank you. Thanks for your vote of confidence.
I am curious, Naja, you're so, or at least you've seemed accustomed to traveling with us just through all these different environments. How does it compare to being a daughter of a duke? Like, growing up as one?
It's not great. I mean, this is the most amount of exposure I've had to a lot of people, and I don't go close to people for that reason, but you guys have somehow broken a lot of barriers and walls for me. Compared to being at my family's place where it was very cold and stiff, rigid with a lot of rules and guidelines I had to follow.
Would you ever want to go back?
No, never.
And that's so sweet, Naja. I was expecting to be jealous over like lavish living quarters.
No, It sucks there. I mean, yes, I have that, but it sucks. Don't have that connection I have with you guys, and it kind of just sucks having all of that, but not the friendships I've made with you guys.
Well, you have my sword and shield, and I will do everything I can to make sure they don't drag you back there.
Thank you, Leighton. And
I'm
thank
not
you,
in
Poe.
agreement.
And Roma. I don't know where Roma is. Is she still there?
Yeah, wait, right?
I think you
Or am I
said
just
that
like
you-
slightly behind in the shadow?
I think you joined, like, you know, sat down a little bit after with them.
Well, thank you guys.
Well, here's to making money and winning championships, and maybe to many more.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. And Athera sort of raises her mug of water along with so he's staying here tonight. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, Poe, what did you find out over there?
They said there was some sort of clay type inns on the east side of Solace, but I don't think that'd provide any more safety or security than the tents.
I think maybe should we just camp? Like how we had been doing, or
I think so. There's too many outside variables that I think could just affect Solace right before we leave.
Yeah, if something were to happen, I don't think we would be able to forgive ourselves that easily. So
Let's have them remember us as the victors.
yeah, I like that idea.
How late are you staying into the night, or is it just the one drink and?
I'm personally pretty tired. I'm kind of wanting to turn in earlier so that way we can get ahead on the road pretty fast.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else you guys want to do.
That's
No,
fine with
great.
me.
Three of you also did give blood. That sounds
Okay.
like you gave it
Ooh,
to the, like, what, the Red Cross or something, but
we did.
Kind of felt like that.
yeah, not quite a charitable organization, Tim Walks Wonders, but you know, heading out after the first round, people sort of, you know, watch you go, close your sort of tab, and head out. Which direction are you guys heading? Westward towards Olvari, or?
Yeah, get a head
Yeah,
start.
please.
yeah, just on the outskirt of town, right?
Heading out.
Maybe like close so we can hear. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Heading out of town, trying to find any sort of place to camp. The city itself is a very wide city, so you walk for, you know, about an hour before you find any place that's suitable for camping. But you leave Solace first time in a few days. You know, sort of looking back at the city lit by the light of the, you know, the largest moon. Victors, champions. You guys are able to set up camp wherever you like. Are you trying to find like a high place or like anything in particular of camp that you're looking for?
Yeah, I would say somewhere like, yeah, in a higher place, or if there's just like any hills, you know,
Yeah,
just to get
absolutely.
make sure we have a clear view of our surroundings.
Vantage point, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Make a perception check for me. See how nice, or survival if you so desire. If that's
Let's- You said survival or
Perception.
perception. Oh, they're both 2. 14.
Yeah, you're able to find a pretty solid place to camp that overlooks the city. Hidden slightly by a few trees. This isn't a massive wooded area. Plains, but set up camp. Are you guys keeping a fire, or
Do I need a fire, or I mean, we already ate. We can just get ready for.
It's not quite. It is cold, but it's not quite cold enough where you would require a fire to stay warm.
That's fine. I mean, I don't want one if we don't want to gain attraction. You're muted, Kiwi, if you're saying something.
I didn't even see her.
I asked if it was cold, so it was perfect.
Yeah, we're there are 12 months in the year. We're in the 10th month, sort of reaching towards the 11th month. Especially the further north you go, the colder it gets. So, are you guys taking watch, or?
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
take-
mind taking first watch. How many rounds of watch do we have?
3. You would need 3
okay.
rounds of watch to sort of keep with
DM, if I take second watch, can I still do my ring? And then if I put a spell in it, will it still count for the next day as a spell slot, or does it count as tonight as a spell slot?
So, it wouldn't count necessarily as a spell slot, but it would be you just have whatever is in there, or like. Are you talking? Sorry, ask your question again one more time.
So since I have to put a spell in there, and
Yes.
it uses one of my spell slots
Yes.
to put the spell in there. Since if I take second watch and do it then, will it count for tonight? Or
Yeah.
tomorrow will I wake up and not have a spell slot?
Oh, it would count for tonight.
I'll take second watch then.
Okay.
And I'll
I'm
do that
happy
for
with
second watch.
third.
Okay. As you guys bed down for the evening, having had dinner of literally just roast chicken, snacking on whatever provisions you might have that you want for any, dried meats or like crackers, hardtack, whatever else you've got, bread. Roma, you take first watch. Please make a perception check for me.
16.
The night passes without any disturbance. There's not much movement, anybody really coming by. It's more like, people sort of like drunk people kind of returning home to the outskirt farms. But your watch passes uneventfully. Light, you wake up, take second watch. You said you were casting a spell into the Ring of Spellstoring?
Yes, but I wanted to see, since I'm attuned to the ring now,
Yep.
right? Because I've had it on for a while. Do I feel as if that there's a spell in there already?
Yes, there
Or is it
is
in-
right now.
There's a spell in there?
Yep.
Do I know what it is?
Make an Arcana
Yeah.
check for me.
Jesus Christ. My rolls have been ass today. That's a 6.
You do not.
I might not do it then. I'm gonna wait.
But I will say
I don't want to blow.
it has a protective nature to it.
Oh. Alright, I'll still keep it in there. And I'll still wait.
Make your perception check as well.
That's better. Thank you. 21.
Yeah, your watch passes uneventfully. Oh. Before your watch, sorry, someone just walked into my room without any notice, without knocking or anything. Just fucking, that was wild. What was I saying? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh. Purple fog envelops you before you wake. You're home. At peace, the smell of trees and the sound of trickle of a nearby creek. Sort of take it in very slowly and look around before you hear a crack. Not like a normal tree snapping, like a dead tree. You